Xerise, are you available?
Yeah, I'm here.
I think we'll start with Xerise's morning before she heads off to class when she is very young.
Okay.
If that's all right.
Yeah, fine by me.
You wake up with a soft alarm, knowing that you have school today. It's the day when you're supposed to get in front of the class and give a speech, one that you have written and prepared, edited by your teacher, and you don't feel good about this coming day. There's a lot of tension and a lot of anxiety because of the work itself, but because of the people who ridicule you for being a archivist, a nerd. Anybody who's worth their salt knows that the Sarcesians are elegant, high class. They don't usually do work of that kind. You go in, you give your little speech, your little pre-prepared sonnet, and every other word is something along the lines of how great the Sarcesian Empire is and how we beat back humanity from the edges of our space, from them claiming, stealing what was our own. You have this propaganda pumped in front of you day and day after. You know the humans brought the bomb that wiped themselves out. You know that the humans also were in a desperate bid to keep themselves alive, cleared an entire line of planets you know as the barrier planets. These planets are chemical weapons. If anything, any living thing were to land on, it would be a death sentence for that person and any other planet they would go and visit. This fear of these planets has led you through a long research of humanity and through what it is that the humans want. And you're still not sure. We'll fast forward a few years, still in school, having better credits and a lot more information at your fingertips. You create some of the most important human-centric knowledge that you Sarcesians ever had. They have not concerned themselves with what they are, how they groom themselves, or properties of youth to elderly age on a human. You have gone through and categorized every last thing you could find. And with that, you have a elderly woman with shocks of gray hair throughout her red hair, the rest of her red head, walk over to you, full of pride and purpose. Xerise?
Yes.
Ah, yes. Admiral Adara.
Nice to meet you.
I see you've taken quite a fascination to these humans. Any particular reason?
No, not in particular. I was just curious as to why we've had so much dealings with them and what makes me tick, in hopes of possibly peacefully coexisting with them eventually.
Peacefully coexist with humans? You are a strange one. See, any of my soldiers were to gather this information, they would use it to harm humans. And maybe we need someone like you at the front of this race. No more death, no more destruction, no more careless, wasted lives, but peace. What do you think about that?
Agreed. Why attack something that has no interest in attacking us first?
When you're done here, with your studies and your education, come and meet me. I have a proposal for you.
Sounds good.
She leaves you a business card, and it has a personal contact code for Admiral Adara on the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
What is the next immediate human thing that Xerise is looking into while she's still here in class, in school?
That's the wrong thing. There we go. So here you study biology and the history of humans. We should study biology of humans. So I guess the history of humans and its relation to the computer, relation to her own species.
The history of humans. You find and charter yourself a passing vessel that's going near human space that might get you close to one of the human outliers that live on the outside of the barrier planets. Might give you information that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. I'll start working on missions.
You fly your way over to near these barrier planets where humanity has sequestered themselves. You find a small little old man. Doesn't look like he has a lot going on, but you see a wealth of cybernetic attachments embedded into the forearm of his left arm and a port on his palm. You can tell that he's a hacker. Yeah. Can I help you? It's not often we see Sarcesians this close to the barrier planets.
I'm here to learn about the history of humans since they came to this particular area of the galaxy. Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, that's what we're all looking for, I suppose. When we arrived here, we had only the technology we brought with us. According to the old law. Wasn't around at that time, obviously. Humans don't live that long. But according to the law, we arrived and we didn't have any of our technologies. So we reused data slates and computer brains until they got so chock full of ghost data they no longer functioned. So any of that information may still be out there, but you gotta dig for it.
Good to know.
He brings up a data slate that he has. This one here actually has an old video, something that the kids used to call a TikTok. It's very fascinating to watch.
Interesting.
He plays it, and it's a little parrot grooming video with a soft, gentle
that's what I'm thinking.
Instrumental in the background. I don't know what this thing is, but it fills me with joy. Yep, that bird.
I may be able to look into what bird that is.
You're not taking the slate, are you? That's the only thing I've got.
I won't take the slate. I'll just take notes at what the bird looks like, and then do my own research.
He hands it over to you cautiously. His hands are trembling at this moment. So why are Sarcesians interested in humans? Why are Sarcesians interested in humans?
Not... To my knowledge, it's not the species themselves that are interested in humans. It's more my own personal interest. I am often considered strange to others of my own species.
That's interesting. Never met one of you who is ostracized by their own. What can you tell me about the Sarcesian?
I'll give basic info on our general societal workings.
And then he hits you with another question. How come is it, when we've blown your ships up, none of you seem to die in the space, in the vacuum?
Our biology happens to be more resistant to the stressors of being in space. And some of us have spent much longer than others to not be affected as much by the challenges unprotected space travel can provide.
He takes a deep breath, puts his elbows on his knees, and just cradles his face in his hands. So many lives lost, and it wasn't even worth it.
Hopefully, we can, at minimum, reduce the number of lives lost in future, preferably make it so you can live in peace with us.
Now, you're the first one I've heard about talking and living.
Hopefully that will change.
What's your name?
I am Xerise.
Xerise. My name's Chris.
Nice to meet you.
And that's with a K. He offers you to sit down for a moment, and he'll pour you a drink out of the bottle that he has. So, what makes humans so fascinating?
Well, they're one of the shorter-lived species in this corner of the galaxy, and it seems odd that it's primarily just your species that we seem to have so many major conflicts with. And I don't see why they should. So I wanted to figure out what the other side is about and see if there's a way we could exist peacefully.
You know, I wish the Summit of Peace had turned out differently. If I was there, I don't know what I would have done. It was just been different, I think.
Yeah.
Since I may never see you again, and if you try and find me, I'll probably be long dead. But it was good to meet somebody who wasn't trying to kill me just because I was human.
I'm glad to have met you.
Sorry, I'm reading over my notes. The time is yours for a few minutes until you want to move the story along. Do you have anything you wish to do?
Mostly just interact with those around, gathering more information about how they live here.
I think you'll find handfuls of humans. Most of them are willing to talk, are probably a few drinks in by this point. None of the sober ones even look in your direction. You hear about the atrocities of the humans, and you hear the regrets about the barrier planets. You hear about one crazy group. Someone who's decided that humanity needs to rally under one banner. They call themselves the Wings of Morona. Just a small little splinter group. They aren't too much trouble, but if you get enough of them, they can be pretty crazy.
Okay. Taking notes on all of it.
It has been many years now. You become head archivist of the Phoebe. You are now researching what caused a massive blip, as you know it, in the information about humanity. For one moment, they were available and they existed, and then in the next, everything just disappeared. All of their technologies, all of their information's just erased, gone. Any human technology that has been kept by the Sarcesians has been long since shut down and has stopped working. And I think you have a message on your personal console.
Well, I'm going to check it.
It's a message from Admiral Adara, congratulating you on your work and the progress you've made and how proud she is of you. And wondering if you were ever going to stop by the system again and catch up.
I'll find when I get the chance. I'll see about coming to the area to catch up and such.
All right. One thing that you are currently exploring is the edge of human space. You are by what the humans have labeled the barrier planets. And you know that there's something on these planets, something so terrifying and vile that no scientist has ever been able to discover how it works. It is only known the effects and the side effects, but the reason for its existence is still largely unknown. Everything, any flora or fauna, human or patra, any organic material has ceased its growth and slowly rots away. No longer producing new cells, it seems to mire in a stasis of some kind. Some lose their minds, some leave, some are never heard from again. But these barrier planets carry such a plague that just landing a shuttle on them would cause irrevocable harm to any boarding members, to the shuttle itself, to any piece that touched the planet, air included. It is all foul and toxic. And you're here to discover human technologies, humans, and talk to them. And so far, all you found is death.
It's like visiting a town that has died to a plague that even the CDC doesn't know what the fuck just happened here.
Oh, I think I found the new research project.
We walk into a foggy village. Sorry.
I thought I would drive you during that weekend.
Not again.
Yes, we're going to be figuring out a way to send autonomous scouts because it's not safe organic down there.
You can send autonomous scouts, but you know you will never be able to retrieve them again, so they would have to have the information received
Are
wirelessly.
the residents evil?
Yeah, so we'll work on scouts that can send information.
As you do. It
Small,
proceeds-
cheap, and disposable.
Small, cheap, and disposable. You send a handful of them, probably a dozen or so, down to the surface, and you get readings. And all you know that is there's a layer of toxic air, a combination of sulfur, methane, other gases that are not normal to a human life, or any life for you, for that matter. And one other peak ingredient, a sulfuric component that seems to have burned away all of the other barriers around everything, around the DNA. As far as you can guess, this plague begins to halt cell production, then produces the gases and the other materials that you're reading, and after a time produces an acid that just eats away at the flesh and the organic material, and it falls to biomass. Haha. Blood for the blood god.
Oh, so basically, when you're dying, you feel your skin peeling off.
Exactly.
That's never a fun thing.
Blunt for the blunt god.
Blunt for the blunt god. So, this is the information you can find here. You've not found information furthering your goal to studying humans. You found a wasteland.
Well, it's still a valid way to study humans, just how they don't work.
We give you information. Writing up the report, and then we'll see if there's anything else we can gather here, and then head back, drop off what we have.
Alright. The reports are coming in pretty much all the same from any of these planets that you might check on this barrier line. You're almost scared to see what's next because the destruction and the death here has been so great, even to their own people. These are mostly human colonies that have been wiped out by this plague. The samples, data are gathered, but you have no actual live samples. You just have the data. There's nothing for you to bring back, because if you do, you know that it will doom every planet that you touch.
So let's not.
Bring it in big letters on the report. Cannot bring samples back for dire risk.
Indeed.
Big letters. Like no uncertain terms.
You are the head archivist. Whatever you say goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, why don't you roll me a D100?
Oh.
Don't roll a 1.
Again.
Imagine if there were two ones. That would be
2 ones
so
in
funny.
a row, technically.
Mm-mm.
99.
99. Very
Okay.
close. Very, very close.
Damn.
Almost the exact opposite, in fact.
Nope.
99. Treasure map.
Bruh. Just, oh shit, for the A17.
You have a treasure map that the data that you found has come with a different. So think like you found a data pad down on the thing, and one of your little autonomous robots scanned that and sent the data that had on it with it. That is what you have found. I think it leads to one of the planets closer to the... No, it's not. Go ahead and join. It leads to one of the planets just on the edge of the Barathu corporate sector border.
I mean, I guess we're gonna swing by there and see what the fuck it is.
You see a relatively unassuming planet that has life-bearing capabilities, but it is relatively barren. It's not the greatest place. It has wild fluctuations and storms, but it's not going to kill you either. It's just a little rainy. And you find a small hut, and inside there is a small trove of human books, drinks, and other technologies. All dead, of course, except for the literature. You can read those if you could read human.
I believe it's established I can.
Can you?
So we're gonna acquire the books and work on archiving them.
Hmm.
You
You can read
find...
human? Please, humans got like 80 fucking languages. Which human?
Yeah.
You
God, yeah.
find...
You can comprehend 100 different human languages.
I got to work one day.
Please roll me a luck check. DC 10 straight roll.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay.
10 exactly.
Mm.
You have found an anatomy book.
Oh.
Human anatomy book.
Fucking jackpot.
Score! That is now my new light read. And it is being archived.
I love
Indeed. After you've found all of your treasures and goodies here, a small handful of credits, some whiskey, some books, definitely one that you recognize as being the most important. The Human Anatomy book. You set
Don't
back
forget to
off.
add that to your inventory, unless you want me to.
Please. And if you're interested in the whiskey, it's 3 bottles of old whiskey.
You might not be able to.
Motherfucker found themselves a copy of Grey's.
But I'm finding
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't worry, once you meet me, I'll drink it.
I literally have archaic text in my inventory already. We're just gonna write that in the notes, please. Human Anatomy book.
You head back to the shuttle, then from the shuttle to the ship, to the Phoebe, then from the Phoebe back to the Sarcesian homeworld, home planet where you've... Or maybe not the home planet, a planet occupied by them, where Admiral Adara is stationed. And you enter the library, the Grand Library. She looks at you with a large, proud smile on her face, has a book in her hands. I just knew it would work out. Walks over, gives you a small handshake, grabs your hand. Oh, yes. And she closes the book that she's holding. Will you please roll me a perception check?
Are you allowed? Hey.
There.
17. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
D4?
Yes, please.
Caught the die, but ain't quite good. Okay.
3. You see a small strip of paper wedged deep inside the spine of this book, and you see numbers F03, R06, C08.
All right.
Location that dictates.
Carbon.
And for anyone who doesn't know,
exactly where to go.
this is. Did you already say this is for the FRCS sorting system?
I have not. I have left that alone.
I was gonna say, from the sounds of it, it sounded like a chemistry chain.
In this case, it's a library sorting system.
You especially would recognize this as the FRCS sorting system. You know that these usually come in parts of 4, and you only have 3 of them.
Guess we're gonna go to the location that it's dictated, and then look and see what's important about that specific spot.
You go to floor 3, to row 6, then to column 8. And you see nothing out of the ordinary.
Alright, okay. We're going to be looking around nearby. Because clearly, a sheet of paper meant something.
I like how you just were invited in by her, noticed the little piece of paper in the book she was putting away, and just went, okay, I'm leaving.
Oh, she
All
wouldn't
right.
be surprised. This is normal.
Go ahead and roll me another perception check.
And note that
Again.
every shelf has
I'll go
12 shelves.
That
Mm.
would have been 21. I hit the wrong button.
Uh-huh.
21?
That would be the
I accidentally hit the
21.
button before adding the plus.
All right. You notice something odd.
How bizarre.
How bizarre.
I feel like this is the plot. We're gonna check the weird thing.
You see on shelf 11, there is a small little sticky note that has the numbers 2 and 1 written on it.
That's not gonna be important later. Quick notes. I think I'll wander back to the one I was originally meant to meet.
You wander into Admiral Dara's office. She looks at you. She's pouring tea. Oh, did you have fun? I'll abridge this. You were requested to go to a party to meet a bunch of rich and powerful people who want to meet the face of all the information that they've gathered on humanity.
Okay,
The
then.
boosting.
Yes, the bourgeoisie.
We're going to go, and please tell me I'm not going alone. Okay, this one doesn't have as bad charisma, but she's not known for her social. But
I
I'll
think
agree to
you're
go.
not going alone because Admiral Adara is going as well.
Yay! I'll agree to go.
Bones.
All right. You meet a whole bunch of different people. This hoity-toity high tower event. You see all of the most beautiful and elegant Eladrins you've ever seen. Sorry, Sarcesians. That's Eladrins are something different. And one of them walks up to you, a very androgynous figure. You could assume he's more male than female, but you're not quite sure. Walks up. Oh, hello. Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Might I inquire your name?
I'm Xerise, head archivist of
Xerise.
TV.
Wonderful. I'm Ilium. Xerise. Xerise Insolyn, the head archivist. Oh, wonderful. Your information has been some of the most profound and insightful takes on humans, and your ability to understand and get into their heads is something otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the information that you found has been so useful to all of our departments.
Glad to hear.
Glad you approve.
Mhm.
So, between you and me, have you ever killed a human?
Why would I? They've shown no aggression towards me. Why would I kill something that hasn't shown aggression?
Interesting. I wonder if you're different for a different reason. We hate them, you know. They're not welcome for everything they've done, and they just act like it was a generation ago, and we have no part in what that generation did. Makes my blood boil.
I could see that.
Yep.
Though to be fair, their lifespans are far shorter than ours, so their conception of time is a little different.
But it would be like saying I didn't know my own father. Just disrespectful.
Yeah. Their family structures are a little different. They don't always tell their offspring their past.
Interesting. Why don't you tell me more? And he ushers you off to the bar where there are drinks being poured. He leans over and sees Admiral Ladara. Oh. She looks over. Oh. Hello, Ilium. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Of course. Why would I not be here? After all, I had to meet the one and only Xerise Insolyn. Oh. I see you've met. Xerise, if this man ever bothers you, just let me know. Oh, hush. I would never do anything dreadful. Not unless she asked for it.
Right.
Oh.
You're not designed to like this man.
Good. I'm only interacting because he's there.
Because he's there. For the plot!
Mm-hmm.
I read these magazines for the plot, guys. Okay?
For the plot, I swear! Hey,
It's like the
Ziggy.
general rule on flagging. If they interact first, fine, I'll interact, but I'm not going to go out my way.
So Ilium looks around, sees another member that he has more interest in talking to. Have a good evening. I shall talk to you later. Maybe.
Good evening.
He's looking at Xerise.
Mhm.
Okay. He wanders off. Ta-ta! Adara looks at you, slams a drink, and goes, "Stay away from him."
Good to know. I was hoping I didn't have to interact with that one more than I had to.
He's trouble.
Kind of
As you well
knows.
know that this is a matriarchal society, so he's got some issues.
Yeah, could tell.
Come,
Seems to have a
come,
predisposition.
another drink. I'm not quite drunk enough yet.
Off to get another drink.
You can smell the alcohol on her breath right now. You order another round of drinks. She takes the both of them, one from you and for herself, and drinks them both. Don't worry, I've got you. I need a ride home now. As she leans over on the desk and begins to start softly snoring.
Well, good thing I was planning to be her ride.
You find your way back to her office because you're not quite sure where she lives. You could assume you would not be scorned if you assumed she lived in her office. You take her back there and you see the console behind her desk, softly glowing.
Might as well check it, make sure nothing's exploded. Well, we haven't looked. Metaphorically or literally.
You walk over to Admiral Adara's personal computer. Did you see a message? A message with your name attached to it as the subject line.
Guess we're going to look at that one.
Roll me a computer's check.
What was my bonus? I had it, I just gotta look for it.
I do not have my phone on me. I put it down somewhere.
I found it.
Well, I can't see the rolls.
I'll just let you know, or they will.
I can too.
Let me grab
Nat
my phone.
one.
That'll be easier.
Nat 1 for a 9. So many nat 1s, Jesus.
Nat 1.
Fucking hell.
Now, I will remind you, you have hero points.
We're burning that. That was just rude.
Imagine if she gets a nat 20 right after each other. Like Clyde did.
Yep.
I don't want a D200, thank you.
Yes, D200.
Okay, that's
22.
better. I'll take that.
22.
Give me one moment. You see on this computer with your name as the tagline an email from one of the other generals and admirals talking about how invaluable the information has been in their study of humans that you provided, as well as the medical records that have been provided as well. Dissecting humans has never been so easy to understand. And there's almost a glee that you can feel from this letter.
Yeah.
Sarcesians are the ops.
And you see another one. You did roll high enough.
Oh, wow. Might go check the other one.
You see 2 more sets of codes. One of them you've already been familiarized yourself with. Do you have your pen and paper?
Yep. Eternally have a notebook.
F05, R03, C12, S02. That's the second one.
What was
And the third...
What
Sorry?
was the... I caught most of it. What was the R for that first set?
03.
R03.
R03. F05, R03, C12, S02.
Correct. F05 again.
Mhm.
R01.
Yep.
C06.
Mm-hmm.
S05.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go check on those later.
And just a little note here. FRCS means floor, row, column, shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody just didn't give a firks enough to name it better.
Exactly what I was thinking. And That's part of the information you have obtained. You see another file labeled Brethetin.
I guess we're gonna carefully, English, carefully look at it.
Breathe.
As you open up this data sheet, you see schematics and designs for a weapon. Something that you've not seen in any of the Sarcesian arsenal. A Brethetin technology. And you see a small little note. Blip.
Okay, that's never going to be spoken of again. So I'll have to confirm it later.
You scroll down a little bit more, see if you can confirm it. And you see a report. Crew lost their sanity. No one understands what happened. Weapon got charged, then large explosion.
I figured out what happened in the barrier things. I'm going to make note of it in like my own personal code and within my notebook, and then make it look like I was never there on that computer.
How do you do that?
That be another computers check?
Well, if I had to open, if I had to open any new files, I would close those,
All right.
and then and then I would have just made it like gone back to whatever was originally up when I was looking at everything.
You know that you cannot mark unread a message that has been read. The only way
Actually,
you're
in
gonna
most email systems, you can.
Go ahead and roll me a fate check. DC 15.
Okay. Please be nice, computer. Nope, there's no pluses on that. Holy shit!
Natural 20. So yes.
Oh,
Yes, you
shit.
can.
And also, taking a hint from
all
Pathfinder,
computers.
taking a hint from Pathfinder, she can probably roll a computer's check to cover tracks, which is usually a survival check. And that makes it so anyone tracking her would have to succeed against her computer's DC in order to know what she did.
This natural 20, this fate check was to see if you could replace an email inside, replace a read message to unread. That's what that was for. But yes, in the future, if she has anybody searching, there will be the DC against her computer's check.
Good thing I'm
Yes.
trained in computers.
All right. I think. Do you want to do anything with your newfound numbers?
I guess I'll go after making sure the commander is safely set somewhere within our office to sweep off the alcohol. I guess I'll go check the local archive with the new codes I got.
All right. Because you already have all 4 pieces of data. The next sets of numbers is 33, 86.
Okay.
You are currently in the library having a thought. Nobody else around but yourself. What are you doing?
Guess we're inputting that code.
You bring up any material that Adara's code clearance will give you, and the only things that you that aren't in your purview are some classified battle strategies, a handful of technical designs, and and a handful of video logs. Which do you click on first?
We kind of never saw the battle plans. I guess we're gonna look at the video logs.
First video log, it appears to emanate from a ship, and you look at the time code, and it is very old, almost half a century old. A Sarcesian is having a panic. There's shoots of fire and sparks. The comm system, the data console that he's using is having fluctuations, causing the image to become fuzzy at some times. And it is a Sarcesian from the era of the Summit of Peace. First-hand report of what's happened. Something about humanity has turned their back on the rest of the species and began opening fire. And the rest of them have lost their minds due to some sort of weapon that was fired through the ship. It didn't stop at any solid object. Anybody who had a thick wall or was just out in the vacuum of space, they all heard this wave, and it began to madden them, causing delirium, insanity, and other malformities and ailments. Then, the next video log, they begin to describe how they've started up the beacon, the only piece of technology that was salvaged from the Berthedan homeworld, and it's still somehow the schematics managed to create a working device. This is the device that Clive had a massive power signature emanating from this twisted bramble. And then the last voice recording is one of the Sarcesians on this same ship, a different one this time, crying, saying, "I'm sorry. We set it off and we did what we could, but they've beat us." And then you see a wall of flame eat through this thing, and then the video cuts. You see another handful of videos, but they all end the same way, and they're all from different points of view in the same ship.
Good. I'm taking notes on that.
You find, if you're looking through any of the others, maybe the documents, not the battle plans.
Yeah, I would be doing that.
You find more information. Some of them calling this a blip. Some of this calling the beacon. Some of this calling the predecessor. And all of these notes take up a different story than you've been told from your entire youth. Something went wrong. The people lost their mind, and then they started a device with no definitive proof. And that wiped out all of human technology. And it's been 50 years almost since this has happened, and they have almost never recovered. And you hear Admiral Adara, or you see one Admiral Adara give the command in one of the voice logs.
I guess we're checking that one. Can't stop.
You see now, or was, Commander Adara on this ship, this massive Goliath, this monolith of twisted bramble and metal. Her notes are telling you of her shift in command now that the other captain's been incapacitated for losing his sanity and being unfit to command, and everybody else having met very much the same fate. And her order saying, Whatever happens, we must survive. Evacuate the life pods and fire the beacon. Why don't you roll me a destiny check? DC 18.
Don't roll shit. Fuck you.
8. It's not a 1. You hear footsteps behind you, and you turn around and you see one of the librarians here, one of the custodians of this location, look at your information on the console, gasp a little bit, and then run away. You have been spotted. You don't know what she saw, but she saw something.
Well, we're gonna close out of what we were looking at here.
Alright, you've closed Admiral Adara's login out.
And then we're gonna go look around in the library as if we weren't doing something we were not supposed to.
Why don't you roll me a deception check? Deception or stealth?
Stealth is better.
Up to you.
You got it. I'm gonna test something with the other one real quick.
Certainly. Now, if you want to test that, you can keep the new roll. If you want to keep the new roll, it'll be a hero point.
Okay.
No, that's a 2.
Okay then, guys hate me today. We're gonna keep the original 11.
Alright. 11, however, in stealth is not enough to beat their perception check.
Of
They
course
rolled
not.
a 15. They rolled a 15. You hear a bunch of thick-cladded boots and weapons holsters being shifted around to sound you become very familiar with serving on a ship. As you think guards are coming your way. At minimum 4.
I'm not hiding where I am. We're just going to be staring really hard at those bookshelves that I'm next to.
You there.
Yes, may I help you?
One of our custodians here have given us some distressing news that you might have been using the wrong key pass.
Apologies. Admiral had asked me to check something on her own key pass, and this was the nearest data pad I could have done it from. Apologies for not letting anyone know.
Roll me a fate check. -1. So DC 14 this time. Straight roll.
We're gonna see if dice like me. Fuck you.
Well, the Admiral would never just allow anybody her passcode. That is a very secret thing that any high-up official is required to keep secret. And if she just blatantly shared it with you, she's in a lot of trouble too. I'm going to need you to come down.
Okay then.
Are you resisting? I'm
No.
assuming you're like up or something on a ladder or something looking at the books. That's what my first thought was.
Yeah. Give me a moment to get down. I am not resisting. That is a dumb.
Interesting.
I gotta wake it out. That's enough.
This guard captain, or this leader of the guards, grabs you by the hand, puts one cuff around your wrist and grabs the other one in their palm for security's sake. And then the two in front of you walk ahead. One stays behind, and the other one holding your cuff walks behind you on the opposite side. So your hand is no longer at your side, it's across your back towards the person who's holding the cuff. You are
Wait, it's only
escorted.
one hand? Okay. Is it both hands or just one that's behind my own back?
Just one at the moment. She has
Okay.
cuffed and grabbed the other end of the cuff. So the other end is still free, but it's being held, which would be a grapple.
Not actually resisting, just wondering if both are stuck.
Nope, just one. I'm giving you plenty of opportunity to do something.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I have to see if I could do anything.
You're escorted to this small little windowless room with a very bright light and a very ominous foam padding with odd geometric shapes stitched across it, designed to prevent people from making too much noise or hurting themselves on a hard surface. And then they sit you down. One guard clips your other handcuff to the table. The other two stand at the doorway, the third one standing in the hallway. Then the fourth one who uncuffed you, or recuffed you, makes his way out. The door closes softly behind them. You are alone for a few moments. What are you thinking?
How to get myself out of this mess?
How did I even get here?
How did I even get here?
Stupid sneaky custodians. Not saying that out loud, just thinking.
I leave you alone for 1 second. No.
1 fucking second!
There's not
So-
a computer near me, so... There's no computer near me, correct?
Why don't you roll a luck
30.
check? DC 10. 3.
Wait
You
a
are-
second. I'm checking. Have I?
Hmm?
I haven't rolled above a 10 all day. Okay.
I don't believe you have.
I'm just not allowed.
Don't hero points work on luck checks?
Yes, they do.
Okay,
I
let's...
spilled milk on the other.
20. Can you please give me above a 10? Once, computer?
No.
Fuck you.
I didn't mean to.
6.
Acting nicely.
6 is not enough for there to be a computer nearby.
Dice tell the story.
The dice tell the story.
Wait a second. That's not gonna work for luck. I have a reaction that lets me reroll a failed attack or save, but that's not gonna touch luck.
No, technically it wouldn't. However, I'll bend the rules just this once.
Okay. Thank you.
Please.
And I saw what it was, I assumed it wouldn't touch, so... Thank you!
13! 13 is enough. There is a small little intercom console on the door.
If that's
little
the
number
Witch
pad and
Warper
lock.
ability, I imagine that there's nothing, then you turn away and look back, and then it's there.
Ooh, interesting description.
It actually works with how the ability is. Warp probability.
Yes, you turn and look around through your surroundings. You see the table, the chain that you're clipped to, the door, and then you look back at a moment's flash. You notice that there is suddenly a small little console right next to the door where a number key could be punched in, and an intercom device is also intertwined. On our break, we rolled behind the scenes here to see if the guard was going to notice Xerise's adjustment of her emails, seeing if saying Adara had sent her with her code to go look up something in the Galactic Library.
Using the implant data cantrip.
Using the implant data cantrip, yes. And the guard rolled a natural 1. So, he automatically believes that he sees the information that you were sent by Admiral Adara. However, you do know that both parties, the code belonged to, who was caught with it and whose code it is, both have to be brought in for questioning and investigation. You are still locked in your room. One guard comes in and says, "Yeah, we confirmed your story. Now we gotta bring Admiral Adara in for questioning, and we're gonna have to question you too. Because code sharing is not allowed. And that's like rule number 1, day 1 stuff."
Yep.
Alright. You have a little while. You've been asked some questions, some that are impertinent, some that matter, and they've taken a break. Admiral Adara, you don't know where she is. She could be in the building, she could still be on her way here. What are you doing?
Okay, so they believe my story. Nothing to give up. Would I have like 10 minutes before they come back?
Yes. Yes, you would
Okay.
have 10 minutes.
So I'm going to use my 2nd level spell, which is why I needed 10 minutes, because this takes 10 minutes to cast. Shift the sphere. I'll send the description in the chat so you can see what it says. But I'm basically going to use it to see how badly this shit is going to go in the next 30 minutes.
Oh, it's augury, basically.
Yep.
Alright, you will have 9 extra minutes when you are done with your level 2 spell.
Mhm.
So what does
So you gotta roll a secret D6 flat check. On a failure, the result is always nothing. This makes it impossible to tell whether a nothing result is accurate. If anyone asks about the same topic as the first casting of Shift the Sphere during an additional casting, GM uses the secret roll result from the first casting. Circumstances changes, it's possible to get a different result. So you gotta roll a DC6 flat check. Secretly.
That is one of the main reasons why I sent you the description, to make it easier.
Let me grab one of my dice, my IRL dice. I shit you not, that's a natural 20.
Oh shit!
Well,
The results will be good. Wheel.
Okay.
wheel.
Sorry, but I can't help it. Wicked wheel!
So knowing that,
Wheel.
so knowing that shit, I'm going to be trying to think of a way to get out of here, knowing that this will end relatively well.
Sorry, there's a mana.
So, out of curiosity, were you trying to see what would happen if you stayed put or if you left or tried to leave?
Stay put, because that felt like the better option.
Oh, Then the option is whoa. I totally thought you were leaving.
Though knowing it's bad if I stay would actually, even
Yes.
not above table stuff, would
Yes.
inform me that leaving is probably a good idea.
Indeed.
Okay then. So I'm going to be staring really hard at the handcuff. By looking at it, would I know how difficult it is for me to get out?
Yes. I believe simple handcuffs are 3 DC 13s, 15s. I don't have my tablet with me. I need to look.
Let me look it up.
Please. What's the DC? What's the skill? The appropriate skill.
D's from poor manacles require 2 successful DC 17 thievery checks.
All right. You have 9 minutes to attempt those 2 DC 17s.
Keyword attempt.
Yeah, because that's a +2.
+2.
There is nothing I can do to make this easier on myself, is there?
Not at the moment.
There's a spell you could
It's
use
not
to damage them?
electronic. Yeah, if you had some sort of cold spell or acid, I might say those would work.
Electric, spirit. I'm pretty sure I grabbed some. I'm double checking. Sonic. Why is it showing me the same thing twice? And life would not help.
Are you a prepared caster or spontaneous?
Prep. I would have had the spells I'm staring at prepped, but for some reason Wanderer's Guide is duplicating some of my cantrips that are only added in once.
Interesting.
So, I have the correct number of cantrips, it just looks like I have more because it's duplicating a couple of them for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Void. That's physical, that's the implant. That's mental. I swear I grabbed. I have to burn a different second level, but I do have acid.
Almost.
If you have acid, I think. Let me grab my little break threshold sheet over here.
It does. It would be a ranged spell attack, but I'm right next to it. 3d8 acid and a d6 persistent. Do I actually kill that?
Give me a moment. They don't have handcuffs in particular, so I'm gonna have to divide some of these real quick.
Well, what material are the handcuffs made of?
We'll just say an iron door -2 or divided by 2. Let me do those numbers.
It does
The
sound
material
about right.
statistics.
Yep.
Thin iron or steel. It has 20 HP, hardness of 15. Oh, hardness of 5.
That's not the look. That's not what I'm looking up here. This is the GM cheat sheet that you printed for me. I'm going off of the door statistic.
Oh.
Since the wall is stronger. Well, actually, the wall and the door have both the same resistance, break threshold, and life total. I'm just reducing the break threshold here. Alright, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Just roll damage.
I was going to ask, do I have to roll to hit?
No, just roll damage.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, Sam, what's half of 18?
9.
Alright.
7.
It also does a d6 of persistence, so I'm rolling that separate.
4. Okay. And persistent damage keeps
So
going
what's-
as long as it can't roll its flat check. So.
Well, it would technically roll the flat check because it doesn't. It's a object. No, it's an object. I don't know if it would roll that flat check. What was the damage total?
Total with both of those would be 11.
11. It seems to damage the cuffs a little bit.
Okay, how many spells do I have left that I could do that? Why don't you tell me? Are you just being stupid? I'm yelling at my computer.
Don't we all?
Next turn, it will take another 4 damage from the persistent.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
and
which
and
is
this
a
time-
I get to
And
do
it
that
wouldn't
once.
be at a result at a negative because of the hardness, because it's persistent damage.
Shall I just roll the persistent again then?
Oh no,
Uh,
it just I think that number just keeps going, so it's 4, 4, 4.
how many rounds is it supposed to last?
It lasts
what-
until it makes the successful roll against it.
All right,
Well,
what's
you
my
just-
what's my DC? What's my DC?
Flat check 15.
15 flat.
All right, this is after the first one. Of course, it's lagging now. 16.
16.
It passes after the first damage.
Okay.
So you've only done the 11 so far.
Yep. And I can only cast that once per day. Let's see. Albatross. With it being broken, would it reduce the DC at all?
I would say it reduced the DC to pick by 2. So it would be a DC 15, I believe. 2 DC 15s.
Okay, that's a little easier to do with a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Eh.
Let's see. Please work.
17.
A 17. First one makes it.
Does it have to be in a row, or does it have to be 2
This has
total?
to be 2 total.
2 total, but at the current moment, you're in your second action phase, which is fucking 6 seconds in. You're in 12 seconds right now.
Okay.
21.
19 on the die.
Okay then.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you are out of your cuffs.
Okay.
The door does have that piece of electronic on it, and you could probably open it with that with a successful roll.
Yeah, I have a +9 and the ability to program, and I think I have a hacker's kit. I do have a hacker kit.
Interesting.
Okay. So I roll the computers to get out.
Yes, to get out of the locked room.
Okay then.
21.
Have I finally appeased them?
21. 21 is enough. The doors are open. Or the door is open. You find yourself in the middle of a complex with a bunch of suited people wandering around, a jail section where you've come from that looks like interrogation rooms, and a front desk. Nobody's paying you much mind right now.
I am going to walk out, pretending I absolutely do belong to walk out.
What's your deception or your stealth?
Stealth is 7. Deception is 1.
Well, go ahead and roll one of those. I'm
Stealth.
assuming stealth.
Use his sweat stuff.
Natural fucking 20.
I
Fuck
don't think I'm
yeah.
on this.
You sneak your way out. You are well past any guards. There's nobody around when you suddenly hear an alarm blaring in the distance, and you hear a whole bunch of bodies moving across concrete, thumping boots and fluttering wings. You know that they are looking for you, but you're already long gone. Where are you going?
Do I have Guy's self-ability? Step 1. Plan, guiding. No, I don't have the ability to catch myself that I can think of.
All right.
So...
I will say
Oh,
that
just
with the natural 20, I'll let you do one extra thing that could possibly aid you in this current moment, whether it be after you've left or before you've left, something in the interim.
Mm-hmm. Apparently I do have a disguise kit, so I'm just going to make myself look slightly less like me. Like, hide the distinctive features as much as I can.
Puts on a fake mustache.
All right.
I can't hide the fact I'm small for my species, but, like, I can hide the fact I have, like, a distinctive mark on my face or something like that.
Okay, you have successfully hidden yourself, disguised and gone in the wind. You know that the entirety of the Sarcesian Great Library is looking for you right now. There's begins to become posters with your face, image, and information on it. And they're asking people urgently to call them.
Apologize.
Note to self, apologize to Admiral Lager. We're gonna go to my ship.
You go to the Phoebe, and you find it locked. Unable to accept any more of your code punches because you have been banned.
Of course I fucking have.
Do you wish to break in?
Yeah, because I rather like this ship.
We'll say computers. I'm not sure what DC.
We'll see what I roll. Fuck! 0 point.
You do have hero points.
Don't you fucking dare.
Yeah.
Dagger. I'll take the 8.
17 is
I
just
don't
enough.
Justin.
You break into this console and you're suddenly aboard the Phoebe. Minimal crew, skeleton crews, only people here are bookworms much like yourself and some people who you've known for a long time, because when you go hide in one of the maintenance ducts to read a book, they will find you down there occasionally. These are people you're familiar with.
Okay, so they don't question too much when random shit happens.
No, they won't.
Okay, we are going to...
All I'm learning is none of them get paid enough.
They don't get paid enough to
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Nobody
Yeah.
gets paid enough.
This is so gonna end amazing. Oh. I write down a note to myself to apologize to Admiral Lager, and we're going to take off.
You rush towards the cockpit, trying to take over the main drive of this ship, of the core. The rest of the skeleton crew looks at you, not surprised, but wondering why you're headed there. And then they feel the sharp lurching as the ship docks, or unconnects from the docking bay. And you pull out. Not much the wiser, but the Phoebe is leaving.
Okay. We're going to get out of range of their shit, and then we'll explain what the fuck happened through.
Why don't you roll me a fate check? -1, DC 14.
Straight roll. Please be good. Please be good. Thank you.
Hey! That would have
No other officers or techs or hands on this ship appear to be stopping you for any reason.
Note to self, give raise.
Note to self, give raise.
These fuckers deserve a raise for the shit I've just put them through.
If you do, they'll probably stick with you.
Uh-huh.
You take off into the deep darkness of space, the galaxy whirring behind you as you've hit drift space. You go to the one place where it is the most neutral. One place where money speaks above order, above rules, and above law. Corporate sector.
Oh no.
Yep.
You go to the furthest end, the closest space, so the people inside will not recognize you. And you will never have to deal with the Sarcesian unless you decide to breach their space again. and you find your way to a small little crummy biker bar shop called the Frontier.
We love the company.
Why don't you roll me a perception check?
What was my bonus? 6. Oh yeah, I have greater dark vision.
Ooh, nice.
Okay
1,
then.
2, 4.
Sorry,
And
the-
because BA-17 isn't here, we will not describe them. We will leave another cliffhanger as I think we move forward.
Sounds good.
Sarah, I believe, you're next.